Hey, what's up? It's Mario Kart World. It's looking a little choppy on the video capture, but hopefully not too unbearable. I don't know. Maybe there's some settings or something I can change. But I picked this up today. Came out today. I've been playing a ton of it with my boyfriend who just left a little bit ago. We did all of the Grand Prix, including the hidden special mode Grand Prix. And now I'm just kind of like screwing around in free run, seeing even if I can. Oh, cute! It's like a little miniature Choco Island track, basically. Oh, and they even play the music and stuff. Oh, this is awesome. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of historic, this moment of, crap. A new Mario Kart game coming out at last after 12 years of Mario Kart 8. A game that I really truly adore. A game that I've put a lot of hours into across the Switch version and the Wii U version. I think a game that now is my second favorite Mario Kart after DS, which isn't really a fair comparison. A game that took a little bit to maybe grow on me because there's certain things that I really want out of a Mario Kart game that I think basically since Mario Kart Wii they've been kind of moving and further away from. Ah, did I lose? Rats. Oh well, I'll do that later. I've just been riding around on this vehicle because it looks cool and I just unlocked it. And it goes well with the Bowser Jr. biker fit. But I'm not particularly fond of how it controls. But yeah, I thought, just kind of unwinding for the day. Let's dick around a little bit more in this free roam mode. See if we can find some cool stuff. I got myself a very cute little donut set there. Donut with pretzel. Let's mow down on that. What do we get? I already got this one. Let's switch it up a bit. I wish there was more outfits for like the enemy characters. I love that the enemy characters are here. There's so many good ones, and there's so many that I've seen as as opponents' CPUs in Grand Prix that I haven't unlocked yet. I think Dry Bones gets costumes. But yeah, I don't know how to unlock more of those. I assume it's probably something in free roam mode. I just haven't figured out what yet. And I noticed also when you get hit by Kamek, and Kamek turns you all into enemies of sorts. Oh, let's hijack the truck. That's always fun. You will unlock the character you got turned into. Like, I got turned into Chargin' Chuck, and I unlocked Chargin' Chuck after. So I don't know if that's the only way to unlock stuff, but it's certainly one way. And I'm sure as I play through, like, knockout mode and stuff, or start playing online... Oh, I thought it would bounce off the bus there. I'll get more of those Kamek unlocks just incidentally. But yeah, all the enemies are, like, super sweet. So many, like, obscure Mario guys that I thought probably I was the only person in the world that cared about them. Nah, now they're playable. Guys that, like, you'd have to look at the Mario wiki to even learn their name. They're fully fledged racers with animations and sound effects, and it's great. It's really great. I also like that it seems like in Grand Prix mode, at least, they were typically near, like, the bottom of the pack, and it was, like, the humanoids were your true rivals most of the time. I just think that's kind of funny. And it's kind of like, again, I think the main purpose of adding Oh, shoot, there's fuzzies there. I got distracted looking at the fuzzies. The purpose of going up to like 22 racers, which is just an absurd amount, is largely so that even brand new players are still going to beat a good chunk of the competition. Look out again. Look out some more. Let's give this a try. Anyways, yeah, I should give my general thoughts. I really love this game. I don't think it's like perfect. I don't think it's strictly better than any other Mario Kart I've played. I can talk a little more track by track and stuff, or mechanic by mechanic. But overall, my impressions are like very, very, very strong. I was just overjoyed playing through this. It was truly like an overwhelming, almost oh my god, almost dreamlike experience where, especially just the way that oh man, I'm not doing good on these. The way that all the tracks, you know, lead into one another. It feels like this kind of hypnotic flow where you're almost unaware of everything that's happening since you're just going track by track by track in this almost fugue state. And we didn't do them all back to back. We took a big break in the middle and had dinner and stuff, but we did them all in a pretty short period. And again, yeah, just totally overwhelming. I feel truly kind of like I'm describing a dream that I had when I tried to remember all of the crazy stuff that I saw. Highlights for me are like Boost Cinema, I think is one of the most clever level ideas I've ever seen. And it's just such a great transcendent moment where, you know, the whole idea of like every course is situated in the world map is very neat, but you might be like concerned that it would lead to oh, I was in here before and Nabbit was here, and then he ran away and I tried to chase him down but I lost him. Anyways, it's like, oh, now that they're doing that, maybe every level is gonna be kind of down to earth and tame because it has to be, you know, geographically feasible. It has to, like, fit into reality. It has to make geographic sense, you know, to an extent that other tracks don't, with warp zones and kind of non-Euclidean stuff. And then, ooh, some ice cream. Let's see if I transform. No. Maybe Dry Bones doesn't get costumes. I don't know. But then you drive into the movie theater, and you drive through the screen and into the movie, and you're like, no, we can still do anything. We can still do whatever the hell we want. Just a really beautifully transcendent moment. And just the way that you, like, the film grain and the yellowing, as if it's this old silent horror movie that you're driving through, and then you start driving on the film strip itself. Oh, it's so Kino. Literally it's Kino. I also really like, in general, I like the ones that are like quite ambitious. I think, you know, I think every track has its place, and kind of like the more low-key, almost like comfy ones, or the more like kind of pure racing experience ones are certainly essential too, and can be done better or worse. And I don't know, like, every track seemed good. There was no track that I was just like, this feels like bullshit. But I think the ones that stand out, at least through the first playthrough, are the ones that are most conceptually crazy. So, like, yeah, this guy doesn't get costumes. Sorry, Dry Bones. I wanna unlock costumes, so we're gonna get. Surely Toad has costumes. Let's get some costumes for Toad. I really like this cart. I've tried quite a few different carts. I think I used a different cart for every GP, and this is the one that feels most like how I'm used to playing, I guess. Oh man, I love when you get hit by a car. In general, just the kind of like ragdollification and physixification of getting hit in this game. Nothing just plays like a canned animation. Instead, it all has to do with like your speed and how quickly you get back onto your wheels and like all this other kind of quote-unquote realistic stuff. What? Toad, ain't you hungry? Ain't you hungry for a change? I assume Toad gets outfits. I don't know. We'll keep looking for food. I really don't understand how the food works. It seems like the food you get is pretty themed, but at the same time it's like the costume you get seems less likely to be themed. Like, it seems like it's purely random and just it was themed by coincidence sometimes. Like, my boyfriend got the farmer Luigi on Moo Moo Meadows, but maybe that was just a coincidence. Because I also got food and I got something else. I don't really know where I'm going, by the way. I think I'm driving around in a big circle, aren't I? Let's head back towards Moo Moo Meadows, I guess, and kind of keep going in this direction. I'm not an open world gamer, to be clear. Oh, there goes Wiggler. In general, it's not really my genre. But so far, at least, having screwed around in free roam mode for like an hour maybe, I do find it really hypnotic and really enjoyable. And I like that it really doesn't seem to have that much of a purpose. Like, you can unlock stuff, and the missions are fun, but it seems very, very self-directed insofar as, like, you get to decide what fun is, you get to decide what you want to do here. It's no, like, there's no, like, overriding percentage gauge. If I press start, there's no menu or anything that shows like my percentage completion. It's all entirely up to me, which I find relieves quite a bit of the stress of mission mode, or sorry, open world games. Even if I like see a mission, oh, look at the Spatuis have stars and stuff. Even if I see a mission and I fail it, or I just don't want to do it, I don't feel like any sort of like stress of, oh, but when am I going to be here again? You know, I might as well do it now because that just makes sense. I would feel that like all the time in like Breath of the Wild and stuff, and I just didn't really enjoy that feeling. It just sort of put a damper on any sort of feeling of freedom or whatever, because it was just like, ah, well, there's another shrine, there's a Korok puzzle, I guess I better do it. Ooh, chocolate. Oh man, Toad's not getting nothing. And it's like, I get that that's like a me thing. I get that that's like how I play games, and it's not like a flaw of the game system itself. But this, I feel, alleviates that, because there is no like universal completion metric. It doesn't seem to matter at all if I do the trials. It's just for my own amusement. Like, maybe I'll get like a sticker, and unlocking outfits and stuff is sort of just kind of like happening incidentally, and it feels sort of like a crapshoot wherein I really have no idea what's making outfits unlock sometimes and not other times. Oh, and then there, like, let's try to get this medallion real quick. There's these like peach medallions, and I don't think they serve any purpose. I've seen nowhere that like tracks them. I've seen nowhere that, oh, I see what we gotta do. I've seen nowhere that tells you, like, oh, collect them all and something something. It's just like, hey, check it out, it's up here. Don't you want to figure out how to get up here? Ah. Now, I think I'm supposed to, like, rewind. That's why they added the rewind feature, so I could try stuff like that again quickly. But that's not me. As I said, this is all about having fun my way, and my way sometimes involves little grinds like this. I don't think it'll be that hard. I just gotta come at it correct. So yeah, courses I really liked. DK Spaceport was sweet. Here, can I look at a map? Bro, I can't even look at a map, dude. It's crazy. It's like, on the one hand, I'm like, damn, this is so feature light. It's kind of crazy. By the way, I don't feel like getting that medallion. I'll do it later, maybe, if at all. That's the amount of freedom I feel with this. But yeah, I think the feature lightness really makes me feel free. It really makes me feel like I am just doing this for the sheer pleasure of driving and for the fun of doing each action as it comes. Yo, you can like double jump with the feather. I had a plan there. I was gonna grind on the girder, but alas. So I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people will complain that it's so feature light, and it's like I get it, but at the same time, I think at least so far, it's given me a feeling that I haven't had in any other open world games. I love these guys, by the way. The sidesteppers that are also boost panels. Oh, there we go. We finally got an outfit for Toad. The Pro Racer Toad. Sweet. Because it's just like... I think the other thing, too, is that in, like, Breath of the Wild or something, I didn't really find moving around that fun. Like, riding your horse was kind of cool, but it never felt, like, that satisfying, because there's only so much your horse can do. And it felt like there wasn't a really high, like, skill ceiling in using the horse. And outside of that, like, Link moved pretty slow. You could... Ah, shit. Whatever. Let's try that one again. Oh, I can quick retry. Yeah, you could, like, whistle sprint to go faster. And I felt like whistle sprinting was so much more just, like, an acceptable speed that I just wanted to do that all the time. And then I found it annoying. Which, again, is, like, another kind of, like, self-induced problem. But, like, it is what it is, man. Like... I'm playing video games to have fun. If my own autism is preventing me from having fun, then I'm gonna want the game to be different, right? Like, no, I'm not just gonna be like, oh well, I guess I won't play in a way that I find fun, or I won't play in a way that like satisfies me. Sweet, dude, the spike with the box sticker, that's awesome. Let's see if we can get this food. Yeah, whereas here, it's like the visceral moment-by-moment driving around. I feel like slowly but surely I am actually, like, gaining skills that are relevant to just getting good at this game. Oh, I just went back to normal. And I do think the skill ceiling in this game might be, like, immense. First off, they definitely really tried to, like, de-Mario Kart, which I sort of have mixed feelings about. I think on the one hand, it's like, it'll be satisfying if I get good at this game. I feel like I'll just never lose. Because, like, all of the items have been nerfed in their impacts. Getting blue-shelled isn't as bad. Getting hit with the shock isn't as bad. Getting red-shelled isn't as bad. Falling off the track probably isn't as bad. I don't know. You just retain so much more momentum through so many more things that if you're racing really, really well, I feel like it's really hard to overcome that just with, like, the item disparity, which is pretty interesting. That's, you know, kind of goes against one of the core philosophies of Mario Kart, though, which is, you know, the rubber banding effect of items and just the introduction of chaos such that the higher skilled player just doesn't always win for free. It's like maybe a solid 50-50 where your contributions of skill will improve your odds by like 100%, but just because you're twice as likely to win does not mean you're 100% likely to win. I don't know if I can explain like the math I'm doing in my head. Yo, it's Burger Bud! So that time the food was definitely linked to the outfit I got. But why did I get a burger at that time? So yeah, I think partially, yeah, I think the comeback mechanics and stuff have been nerfed. I think that's largely to, A, prevent bagging. Sandbagging was such like a scourge in 8 Deluxe, and they did so many things to try to get rid of it, and they never really fully could get rid of it. Oh, hell yeah! Oh yeah, we're definitely doing this one. Sandbagging, of course, being deliberately staying in a low placing to get good items. And then, even though you've lagged behind the whole race, the good items are strong enough to push you back into first. It's like very, very silly looking, because you'll go... Oh, I like that he got totally submerged there. You'll go into an online lobby, and like literally every racer like hits the brakes right before the first item boxes, which is not really the experience you're looking for. Let's take a tour of Toad's factory. Why not? It doesn't really seem like a racing game at that point. It's just this kind of like two-phase roulette into item spam chaos. The other thing too is that there's now 22 racers. I think for a variety of reasons they wanted to move up to 22. Oh, I got a little lunchbox sticker. That's very cute. Oh man, we're back here. This is the other problem I have with open world games. I have no sense of direction. IRL and in video games, I genuinely was like, we've been going pretty much straight. I'm sure we'll get to an area we've never been to before because we're just driving away from where we've been. And somehow I've ended up back in the middle of Toad's factory. I genuinely... I thought we were, like, clearing a straight line across the map. But no. Crazy. Well, let's get some more food. You gotta burn an item slot for the food. So yeah, it's like with 22 racers, if everybody was firing off shocks and blue shells and shells in general and other crazy-ass items, it would get so unmanageably chaotic so quickly. I think to an extent that even Nintendo, who obviously wants some amount of chaos in games like this, was like, nah, that's too chaotic. I wonder if I can drive up the waterfall. Oh, look at this valiant Toad is kayaking. Sucker shoulda got a frickin' cart. What's going on here? Oh, sorry guys. Alright. Like, this is beautiful and this is awesome. Is this even part of a course? I can't remember. Again, there's just such a dreamlike barrage of courses. You only get one lap on each course in Grand Prix, besides the first race. It's not like they didn't leave an impression on me, it's just there were so many impressions made so quickly. Zip by fish bones on the way to the hot spring. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, so I think that's the other reason they nerfed items. And then I think they probably just, like, they really wanted to emphasize this idea of, like, terrain mastery with things like grinding. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh my god, this is gonna be tight. Oh man, though, it's the hot spring. I guess that makes sense because we're down by Bowser's Castle. Let's go to Bowser's Castle. Or let's try this challenge first. What was I saying? Yeah, so I think it's like they wanted to really encourage you to explore alternate routes, hence, you know, thus kind of reinforcing this theme of like free roam, and you can drive anywhere, you know, explore, find shortcuts, find alternate paths. I think the ground tricking and grinding and wall riding and all of the boosts that you can get from like incorporating those things whenever you can is basically kind of like the mechanical reward for doing the sort of exploration they want you to do. Nice. So I think also if they really wanted you to do that stuff, but then you were just getting like completely bullied and Mario Karted and smacked around by items all the time, it would Where are we, dude? Was this a course? It must be. This is, like, there's so much put into this. Oh yeah, this is Drybone's Burnout, the one that's, like, a Day of the Dead themed. It's so cool. This is a sick level. Let's just do a lap real quick. Or my best approximation of it, based on my memory. So yeah, I think the skill ceiling in this game looks like it could be really, really high. I wouldn't say as high as a pre-mini turbo nerfing game, because those always just have like the infinite mechanical execution ceiling going for them as just a way to drive like 800 times faster than someone who's not good at the game. Which is why, you know, Mario Kart DS has such a special place in my heart. I spent basically the entirety of like 2 summers grinding the hell out of that game and got really, really good. Probably like in terms of how relatively good. Oh shit, alright, let's do our best. Do I really know how to ride the wall? I've mostly been getting it accidentally. Oh shit. Okay, we need to like trick. I'm gonna try that one again. This seems like a good opportunity to practice. Or where was it? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so there's like Mario Kart tech that's you just like get really good at it in the abstract and you kind of just want to be good at it all the time. And that's stuff like proper drifting, fire hopping when that was around, wheelies. Oh, what's this? Oh my gosh. I activated nothing. Bro was cooking nothing. Can I get back there? I need another star, I guess. That's fine. I feel no sense of failure or loss. Because I'm having such a good time driving around here, I just assume I will re-encounter everything I've encountered. There it is, many times over. And if not, that's fine too. It's such a great feeling. But then all of the tech in this game falls under the other category where it's like situational tech, which usually comes down to like knowing about like shroomless shortcuts and where you can make like cuts and stuff, the proper place to use mushrooms and how to like really get the most out of the mushroom and all that good stuff. This game just has the most of that I think I could possibly imagine. Like the routing is insane. Like I'm playing at such like a baby level with my failed wall ride right there, but I should be like, you know, grind into wall ride, into trick back to the other level, into charge ground trick, into jump back on the rail, blah 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 blah. Like it feels like, oh shit, this is where I want to go. It feels like if you got good at it, it would just kind of be like endless opportunities to constantly be using the environment to your advantage. But it just requires like such a high level of mastery of the courses, knowing all this routing, being able to like come up with backup the second best route if you get knocked around and knocked off the first one or whatever. I don't know, it seems pretty sweet. And it seems like, oh, that was the wall ride one, whatever. It seems like Nintendo is interested in just like really having a lot of skill expression in this game. I think modes like Knockout Tour also kind of support this, where it's like you're not expected to win at all. You're not even expected to like stick around and lose. It's like a Fortnite type experience where the strong can win over and over and over again, or win at least fairly consistently, and then weaker players just get eliminated in the first round and go next, and kind of like slowly try to scrape together a better record. And I think it's just like Nintendo has spent so long essentially just like coddling bad players, trying to make the bad player experience very good, which I think is totally fair. But I think with this, they've taken really, really interesting directions in doing so, which is basically just like let the winner, let the strong players win as much as they want, get as far as ahead as they can, do all sorts of crazy stuff that lower level players will never even think to try, and that's all fine. Just as long as the lower level players are having fun too, which I think is such a way better philosophy, and I really hope that it works out. Like, I'm having a blast. I would say I am not a great player at this game yet. Probably the footage is evidence enough of that. But I I really hope that if I was like way worse or way better, it would still remain this fun. Hopefully I'll never find out what being way worse is. I don't know how that would happen. But I imagine I'll get way better too. Where are we now? Where is this? Where are we going? What is happening? Oh yeah, so courses. Here, let's exit out for a sec. And we'll just go through the courses and I'll offer my initial thoughts. Basically, you know, this you're like, wow, she's literally just rambling on. That's true. I didn't really have any like specific thesis in mind going into this. It's just like, oh, dude, the Toon Thumper? Hell yeah. Also, what did I just bring up here? Oh, this is choosing a sticker. Damn, I got a lot of good stickers, man. These are great. Let's go with this one for now. Yeah, we'll be Cow. It's just like, yeah, I played Mario Kart 8 so much, and I wish I could see my initial impressions. I wish I could have recorded somehow my day one impressions when I first played it on Wii U. But alas, so I'll just do my best now to kind of capture how I'm feeling. Of these, I'd say DK Spaceport definitely left the strongest impression. The other ones were just fine, but I did remember really, really loving the feeling of driving into the city from out in the country. Felt really cool. That captured a moment kind of unlike anything I'd seen in Mario Kart before. These were all great too. Airship Fortress is one of my favorite DS tracks. Awesome to see it again. Really, really well represented. Wario Stadium was crazy too. Yeah, these, I don't know, it's like every course was great. These had some really beautiful ones. Starview Peak was amazing. DK Pass, of course, a classic. Wario Shipyard, I definitely want to make it over there into free roam mode and just explore around because it just seemed like really awesome. Faraway Oasis I remember really liking from here. Crown City is cool too. So it's like Crown City you race in both of these, but I think it's like a different layout each time, right? Like it's like day or night, and the route is different and stuff, I'm pretty sure. I loved all of these. Salty Speedway was very difficult. I'm having a hard time like understanding how to race well in water still. It feels like there's a lot to learn about just kind of like making waves and then tricking off your own waves and taking advantage of other things that generate waves. Of these, Dandelion Depths was really cool, and then Boo Cinema was, as I said before, just absolute kino. Dry Bones Burnout, we were just exploring a bit now. Very, very cool. Cheap Cheap Falls was awesome too. It's like Japanese themed. Here, the Moo Moo Meadows was crazy. Choco Mountain was really crazy. I didn't even recognize that it was Choco Mountain for quite a while. Toad's Factory is a Wii classic. Bowser's Castle was crazy. Bowser is like this gigantic god-like figure above the course. And then here, Acorn Heights was awesome. Mario Circuit, it was cool to have just like one super classic, flat SNES style course. Peach Stadium, again, it's like, it overlaps, but I'm pretty sure you take a different route. And then Rainbow Road was definitely like the best, the best thing maybe Mario Kart has ever done. I want to see if I can just drive around in Rainbow Road. So we can go to the map here. It's not interesting. Well, let's go here and see if we can get to Rainbow Road. I don't know. It was like, it's like kind of a cutscene, you know, when you got there. Maybe it's not just always available. It'd be kind of disappointing. Yeah, because normally you drive up like through the middle here, I think. Let's get some food for Peach. I can't remember. I think you go down this way. Ooh, Touring Peach. Very cool. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. That's unfortunate. Because, yeah, that Rainbow Road, it was like a transcendental experience. Like, I felt like I was going through the things described in, like, Dante's Paradise. It felt unreal. And it just kept going and going. It was, like, so long. Felt like 5 courses all at once. Yeah, I don't think we can just go there and free roam. That's actually really disappointing. I was really looking forward to that as kind of a way to close out the video. Oh, there's big cheap. Oh my god, dude, huge cheap. Ooh, can I take over this boat? But yeah, I don't know, man. The free roam mode, it's both like way more bare bones than I thought it would be, and also like way more fun than I thought it would be. Alright, let's fight the cheap. Oh. Okay, I see. Yeah, I feel like I could just play this for hours. Just screwing around. There's no mini-map at all now that I'm, like, out at sea. Oh, there we go. This is Koopa Beach. Oh, you know what was so crazy? I wanted to call this out. At one point, it started playing a remix of the Dribble and Spitz music from WarioWare. You know the one I mean? It has, like, lyrics and stuff. There's, like, a mysterious performer that I watched a video about how, like, nobody could identify them. And it goes, like, ba-na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na, bum-bum-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Bum 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 bum. You know that one? It's a banger. And ooh, a pipe. Oh, hello. Oh, it's Nabbit. Oh my goodness. Am I finally gonna catch him this time? With my food boost? Vacation Peach? Okay. He's got nowhere to run. He's just doing laps. This is the time to catch him and see what happens when we catch him. We've already unlocked him. What? Did we get him? You caught Nabbit. Sweet. It's literally just you caught Nabbit. Wasn't that fun? It was. Thank you. Let's get the rest of the coins in here. Anyways, yeah. That music that I never ever expected to hear ever again in any Nintendo game, but, you know, if I did, I thought it would be like a Wario game of some sort, a WarioWare game. But no, it was in Mario Kart World, one of the biggest Nintendo releases perhaps ever. They brought that track back. I was so moved. I was so shocked. It's a great little tune. Oh my god, that was such a bad miss. Can we do another lap in time? Oh no. This doesn't seem like it's going well. But we do have the mushrooms. We have so many mushrooms. Oh crap. I don't know how I didn't get that one. Oh man. See the water? It's like... we really out here wave racing. Okay, where's the last one? It's like every wave is like actually impacting you and physicsing you. Let's head over to DK Spaceport. You can see here I'm like getting the trick combos going, and it's like I'm riding kind of more on top of the waves and not like wallowing around in them, and the waves aren't like going against me. And it's like, how do I do that all the time? I have no idea, but it feels within my grasp. As I said, I feel like the skill ceiling in this game might actually be like crazy, crazy high. Oh, there's Spike. What's Spike doing on this little island all by him lonesome? Just throwing endless spiked balls into the ocean. Sorry. So yeah, I don't know. What are my final thoughts? I think it's like really tough to follow up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which has 96 levels. It's a truly absurd amount of content. In fact, a friend of mine who is also really into Mario Kart, I played Mario Kart with him quite a bit, we were gonna do like a gigantic Giga retrospective, where we would play through the entire game and record it and give our thoughts about each and every course, and like rank them and rate them and stuff. And we recorded one session of 16, and we're just both like very busy people in general, and it's like, okay, we never got time to record anymore. And when we thought about how much left there was to record, we only did 16, and it took something like 2 hours, you know, with all the banter and discussion and debate around course design and stuff. Damn, this level is crazy. This feels like they took the Excite Bike level, which everyone loved, and made it like 300 times more interesting. Do you remember in the trailer, though? Yeah, there we go. Do you see that? That was crazy. That was like, I was mashing the trick button and shit was just happening. That felt awesome. Yeah, so it's like kind of tough to take a game like that, which has like every single course you can think of, all sorts of types of theming, all sorts of really brilliant tracks, and just be like, well, here's 16, and, or, no, here's 32, sorry, here's 32, and they're all really good, but it's only 32, like, it's 1/3 of the amount in 8 Deluxe. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the races between races and stuff, it kind of makes up for it. They were really cooking. I think this was the only way they could have done it. Oh, okay. What does that mean? I guess we'll see. Do I have to jump on the plane? Uh-oh. Oh. Well, I don't think I'm doing it right. Whatever it is I'm meant to be doing. What? Oh, I sank. I sank. I was going so slow in the water, I just sank. The water is so interesting. There's so many dynamics with that. I don't know. Maybe at this point I've like run out of interesting things to say. And it's more like I just want to keep playing this. And I know if I stop playing this, I probably should just go to bed. Really excited to explore other modes, you know, Knockout Tour. Might do a little online grinding. Undecided. That can be a pretty scary addiction for me. At the same time, it's like, I don't really know how this game is going to be with 22 real humans. With 22 computers, it's one thing, because most of them are not really factors. With 22 humans, I don't know, maybe certain things start to break in a way that I'm not anticipating. Oh, shit. That was a lot of shmoney. We gotta unlock some cars. There's a lot of cars to unlock in this game. Yeah. I don't know, I should probably call it quits. But wow, yeah, it's a new... Alright, let's join a spontaneous race in the canyon. And then we'll go to bed. It's a new Mario Kart. After like 12 years, it's a new Mario Kart. I really am shocked and overjoyed that we've made it. Let's go. But yeah, I also wanted to see how well the Switch 2 worked with my capture card. Shoutouts to Waterflame. Capture card was a little gift in the mail from him, I think a birthday present. And I think it's working pretty well. I don't know. We'll look at the footage later and think again, maybe. It does look a little choppy, but hopefully it's not that difficult to watch. Maybe I can do some editing or something to make it less choppy. Oh my god. Do I have to win the race, or do I just have to make it? Because I can't even tell what place I'm in. Because, yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of Switch 2 games I'd like to do a little Let's Playing of. Aw, man. Oh, all the other racers disappeared, too. And so shall I. Let's quit this free roam. Let's go to bed. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Alright, well, let's see our new vehicle. It's also thinking, like, will this be another game where I grind time trials? I haven't really done that since Mario Kart DS. That was the only game that I really put in the work and tried to get, you know, world-class contention. It's cool to see, like, the day one rankings and stuff. This gives me a hint at what karts are most viable, I think, too. Huh. Alright. Let's go to bed. Can I not even... Oh, I can. I can time trial in Rainbow Road. Yeah, 4 minutes. It's a long course. Let's do a quick... Let's do a little quick. Well, one more time for the fans. One more time for the one times. Who am I? Charging Chuck? Whatever. This is probably not going to be an ideal arrangement for me as a driver. But man, it's just awe-inspiring. We're up against the Staff Ghost, of course. I don't think I ever did the Staff Ghosts in Mario Kart 8. Again, just like the appeal of time trials was there when I was a teenager with nothing better to do during the summer. Now I have less compulsion to grind it out. But I think maybe like trying to beat all the Staff Ghosts is a happy medium. It'd help you get better at the course too. But yeah, they're running away with it. We'll see if we can at least maintain our dignity and keep them in our sights. Missed the trick. I think the trick timing got less lenient. Ah, shit. That was like a my cart isn't going the way I thought it would moment. Same with that. No. By the way, the like multi-tricking per jump, does it have a purpose? I genuinely don't know. Yeah, 8 seconds behind in the first segment. It's not what you want to see. Yeah, isn't this amazing? This is the first time I can think of where you just go down to the ground in Rainbow Road. But it's just this weird, ethereal, kind of like jelly sea. But I think it kind of, again, reinforces the theme of this, like, world, you know, the continuity of it. That Rainbow Road is really there. It's just, like, hovering up above the rest of the world. But, it's connected. Oh my gosh. Poor Chuck. He is not the sort of driver I'm suited to. I just kind of picked him on a whim because I don't think I'd picked him yet. Oh, what a great game. Very, very excited to truly explore it. I feel like it's not often that you get that really childhood feeling of, like, not knowing what's in a game. Feeling like anything could be possible in a game. This part blew my mind. Seeing myself just fly towards this gigantic space station. Honestly, my first thought was, wow, I can't wait to explore this in free roam. But maybe this was too difficult to, like, truly implement in free roam, because it's like, what, do you make all this stuff, like, tangible? In case you manage to fling yourself off the course into the other stuff? Or do you just make it, like, decorative and they're kind of disappointed when you get there? This part is awesome. Just so visually stimulating. I really did feel like I was gonna tear up, both from a combination of just, like, playing way too many video games today and my eyes starting to hurt, and just being so blown away and moved by this amazing, like, psychedelic Rainbow Road experience. And then this part. This is the part that made me feel like I was in Dante's Paradiso. Just, like, flying into the concentric rows of infinite souls that he describes. Holy moly. This is just so crazy. Just this, like, Gordian knot at the end. It's interesting to me, too, that, like, they got rid of the, like, zero-G gimmick mechanically, but the courses have pretty much just as many, like, zero-G must-be-necessary moments as in Mario Kart 8. God, this is so sick. It looks so cool, dude. And then it's like, at the end, it just kind of gets more classic. Where's the rainbow? You guys know that one? It's an Undertale Deltarune meme. It's called Rainbow Road. Where's the rainbow? Do you think I can, like... This is worth finding out. First off, can I just break down this? Can I ground trick? And jump to the lower part? Nah, the Lakitu catches you super fast. I don't think you're allowed to jump down to the lower part. It will be interesting to see how broken this is in terms of shortcuts and stuff, like unintended shortcuts. Because Mario Kart 8 has been pretty foolproof, I think. Alright, here we go. This is the big finale. You lose. Just what I wanted to hear. But also new record. I'm happy and sad at the same time. Poor Chuck. We didn't stand a chance. Alright. That's... No. That's probably enough rambling and talking about Kart for now. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably record more videos of playing some online or something. See ya.